Hey Varsity Band, this is your last assignment of the semester. It's a SoundTrap project, and you're going to record your part to a new arrangement of We Don't Talk About Bruno from the Disney movie Encanto. My 7th grade band is playing this piece right now, and they love it. So I hope you guys enjoy it too. It's also going to be a great recruitment tool for when we play it for the beginners next week at our spring band concert. So anyways, if you've never used SoundTrap before, it's okay. That's the whole purpose of this video, is I'm going to show you how to use it. It's kind of a learning curve at first. It might take you some time, but if you have any questions or anything is causing you stress or it's taking too long to figure it out, text, call, or email me, and I'm happy to walk you guys through it. I'm even happy to meet you at Elmhurst to show you how to do this in person, okay, if you want to. So if you never used SoundTrap before, here's what you need to do. First, go on your email and make sure you got an invitation to this project. That's the first thing you want to do ASAP. Even pause this video right now and go on your email and make sure you got an invitation either from me or from SoundTrap to get onto the project. Because if that didn't work, that means I screwed something up and I need to figure out what went wrong. So hopefully you got that invitation, and then you're looking at this project right here. Here's what you do. You're going to record your part to We Don't Talk About Bruno. Now, when you look at the parts and the score, you're going to see that there are different parts you can play depending on what instrument you're playing right now. It's a flex band arrangement. And flex band arrangements are becoming more popular because they're great if you have an ensemble that has incomplete instrumentation. If you have a band that has no flutes in it, then you can have the clarinet or the trumpet or the oboe play what's called part one, which is the main melody part. If you don't have any tubas, well, then you could have the trombones or the baritones play part five, which is the bass line. So it gives you some flexibility to make sure that the instrumentation is complete and everything is balanced. That's why they're called flex band arrangements. There's even string parts on there as well, if you ever want to do a combined piece, which the varsity band and the varsity strings have done before several times. We've done plenty of flex band arrangements. So you pick the part that whatever's most comfortable for you, whatever you want to do. Then you have to add a new track, and that's going to be the track that you use to record with. You'll see here that I recorded all 5 parts. I did parts 1 and 2 on trumpet, 3 on alto, then 4 and 5 on trombone. So if you just push play, you can listen to what it sounds like. And remember, this is a judgment-free zone, okay? So don't be too hard on me when you listen to that stuff. There's even one part in the first trumpet where I fracked a note really bad, and I probably should re-record that. So anyways, we're not judging anybody, all right? Remember, I've told you from the beginning of the semester, this is not about the product, it's about the process, all right? So just do your best. And I'm giving you guys 2 weeks to complete this assignment instead of normally 1 week, because I know there's new stuff here. It could be a little more difficult. You might want to take a little more time to really perfect your part because you're going to have to put it in an actual project. So I want to give you guys some time to do that, okay? But again, don't let it stress you out. Just do the best you can, all right? This is a judgment-free class. So to record your part, you're going to click on Add New Track right here. Voice and microphones. Go ahead and X out of this. Click the X right here. Now, here's the track you just created. It's default, it just says mic. You're going to rename it. You're going to name it to match what I named mine up here. So say I'm Madeline. You would say, Madeline. She's playing, let's say she wants to do part 2. Part 2, and she's playing it on trumpet. Enter, there's her track. So I want everyone to name your own track. Of course, please don't mess with anybody's track. Make sure you're very careful with what you do. To record, you have to push this R right here. You're going to select I'm using headphones. I forgot to say this at the beginning. The materials that you guys need is you need a computer, you need headphones, and you need your instrument. You also, if you can get your hands on a good USB microphone, I'd recommend you use that as well. I'm using a Blue Yeti right here, but it's pricey. Any cheap USB microphone is probably going to be better than whatever your computer speakers are, whatever your device speakers are. But again, don't spend any money on it. Don't go buy one. I bought one because of the pandemic and doing all the Zoom teaching. It was a good investment. But so if you have a friend that has one you can borrow, feel free to use that. If not, that's okay. It just probably won't sound as good as it could. But it's not a big deal. Just be careful about where you position yourself. If you play a directional instrument like trumpet or trombone, you're going to want to stay pretty far away from your device. So my computer, definitely don't point it at your screen. You're going to want to point it away and probably go way farther back than I am right now. So you're going to select I'm using headphones, because if you don't use headphones and you push record, you're going to hear like the metronome then, because it's going to record that. And it's going to record the other parts if you want to keep those on as well. So that's why you need to use a good pair of headphones. Now, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to select I'm not using headphones right now. So, but make sure you select that you are, of course. Okay, so there's the part. This R needs to be red. It needs to be highlighted. If not, when you push record, it's not going to record anything. So make sure you have that active. If you want to play alongside all 5 parts, you can. You could also just record alongside the part that I recorded. So for example, Madeline's playing part 2. By doing this, she can mute every other part except part 2. So that's what's kind of cool about it. So like if I push play, all you're going to hear is the second part. If I want to turn on the first part with it, add part 3, or just part 2. Now, maybe you don't want to use anything. You can mute everything, but then, well, regardless, you want to make sure you have the metronome on down here. So where it says metronome, turn that on. So now when you push record or play, you hear the click in the background. Again, you keep that on with the second part. So that's how we'll help line everything up when we add our part. So I'm Madeline. I'm ready to record. I got my headphones. I've already warmed up. I've tuned. You want to make sure, guys, you take this a little more seriously than your other assignments, just because it's a little bit more tricky and your part's actually going to be fitting in with other people. So take your time with this, okay? Start practicing as soon as you can, and then maybe you could wait till record the following week, that second week before this is due. So to record, I'm going to push this right here. Do a quick volume check. I wish they made this symbol more obvious, so I'm going to click on this. It's a volume check. What that does is it helps set the levels for you before you record. If you don't do this, you might be coming off too loud in the playback. So once you put start test, play as loud as you're going to play when you actually record. So start test. And then it says that it's done. So then I'm ready to record, okay? So when you push start recording, you're going to see that there are 2 measures in the count off. And then I left another measure in the beginning when it starts recording, because part 4 comes in on a pickup. Ba-da-da, 4 and 1. So let me show you what I mean. Oh, sorry. That happened because I didn't start from the beginning. Let's try that again. Okay. 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how it begins. Now let me turn all the parts on so you can see, like, you can even hear that pickup that comes in on beat 4. Now you even recorded that. So I'm just going to click on it, delete it, start over, record. 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3. So that's what you're going to get. You're going to get 2 full measures plus 3 beats before the pickup, and then the first full measure. Okay, I hope that helps. Just listen to it a few times if you want to get used to that beginning. Now, the cool thing about SoundTrap that will make your life less stressful is you don't have to record everything in one take like you've been doing for the other video assignments. You can splice it up or trim it up and punch yourself in. We call it punching in on certain sections when you want to re-record something. So you can see from my tracks, the only track that I did in one take was part 5. I probably should have done it in multiple tracks, to be honest. But for a first trumpet, I cut this section out like this, and I re-recorded it right there. So that's an option that you can do as well. So if you get like all the way through the first half and you're so happy with it, but at bar 33 you came in late or you cracked a note, it's okay. Stop. You can cut it in the middle. So I'll show you how to do that. So let's say I'm doing part 5 right here. And let's say, sorry. By the way, at least on my MacBook, if you do this on the mouse pad, you can zoom in a little bit and zoom out. Zooming in helps when you want to cut something up. So this is me just doing this and this. So let's say I listened back to it and I didn't like, I don't know, maybe this section right here, like starting right here. So what you do is you take your mouse, just click on it, drag the tracker right there, because I want to keep this, but I want to get rid of this. Edit, split the region. See what I did? I just split it up. So now what I can do, I can click on this and delete it. And then I can push record, and it'll re-record starting right there. So what if I just do it? Boom. And then you can start recording there. Now, of course, I'm going to undo everything I just did there. You could also do that for one little section if you want to. So let's say, well, that's what I did right here. So I can do this, edit, trim, or split the region. And then I can do it maybe here. So put the tracker there, edit, split the region. So now I can just get rid of that section. I can put the mouse wherever I want to start recording, and then I could redo all of that. So that gives you some flexibility. Now, don't get overkill with that. I did have one sixth grader last year. He would record like 2 measures at a time. Like, dude. Because then when you listen back, it's just not going to flow really well. So, try to do it in one track, of course, but if it's causing you too much stress and you keep getting to one measure and it keeps messing you up, you could just record that one little section and then just punch yourself in wherever else you want. So let me go ahead and get rid of this as well. All right, so that's how you guys use SoundTrap. That's how you do it, okay? If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can call me, text me, email me, and I'm happy to even come to you at Elmhurst if you want and show you how to do this in person. You're more than welcome to come to Clarendon Hills Middle School, and I can show you how to use this here too, because I don't want this to cause you guys any stress, okay? If you've never used it before, that may happen. I know this video helps, but I know it's long, so you may have missed something, so please don't hesitate to ask. I'm happy to help you, okay? So once you upload your recording and you're happy with it, just click save, and then it's done. And by the end of 2 weeks, we'll have everybody's track on there, and hopefully we have a little bit more complete arrangement of We Don't Talk About Bruno. All right, thanks, everyone. Be safe, be healthy. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.